Alright, so I did some testing on another rifle, and I brought one of my Carcano conversions out. And what this is, the 1870-87/15. And it's been converted to shoot the 6.5 Carcano. Now, I was out doing this. I was going to do some videos on how to safely shoot this gun and reload for it. Because you can shoot these with a relatively good amount of safety. The one thing I'm going to warn you right now is taking a factory jacketed bullet and dumping half the powder out. Don't do that. That is not safe. I don't recommend doing it. These are just plain old my cast bullet load, because when I was talking about reloading this, people would ask me, are they safe to use in this gun? Yes. Okay, because they're very light powder. Okay. The Carcano cartridge itself only generates about 40,000 psi or something, 42, something like that. And I know these cast bullets aren't even close to that. The only bad thing about cast bullets is even when you get the load data, they never run them on a universal receiver. In other words, they never ran them in a pressure barrel to tell you what the pressure is. So, common sense in reloading, you can safely fire this rifle. Okay, and I brought a few rounds out today. I'm going to see what I can do here. And you know, these things work. Some of them work well, some of them are a little beat up and that. And the main thing that throws you off too is your clip. If your clip is bent and kind of worn, it may give you trouble in feeding. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the camera in closely, because somebody was telling me that there was gas escaping. The way this works is if you're having gas escape, you know, it was cold, you could see it coming up from the receiver, and you know, there is a little, when C&R Arsenal blew theirs up, there is a vent here in the receiver, and they blew the side of the stock out when they were firing it. So let me go see where I'm shooting, and then I'll get the camera up close on the action, and you can see for yourself if gas is leaking out with the camera. Okay, close-up time. Actually, this one, the action works pretty damn good compared to some of the others I have. And you see all that darkness? That means this case ain't expanding 100%, you know, because of the pressure. It's not a high pressure load, and it'll do that. It'll get some blowback, because the case isn't expanding all the way and sealing in the chamber. But that is kind of what we want, because that tells us that we're not reaching extremely high pressure level. And that clip should fall out. There we go. So that's our close-up view, and yeah, like I said, there's staining on the brass. So this is not a powerhouse load or nothing like that. It's kind of telling you that you're safe. Alright, so yeah, it's my intention to go on and make a series about this gun because some people have asked about it. They are fun to shoot. They're pretty common. You can pick them up. You can pick up really nice ones for about $3.50 or less, but beware, because some of these guns are in pretty bad shape. Some of them were welded shut and literally turned into furniture. But they are a common weapon. And as you can see, you know, under the right circumstances, they're fun to shoot. You know, you can still, you have to know a little bit of something about reloading. And the cast bullet loads are safe. The reason is the lead will give more, so if there's any imperfections in the barrel or whatever, and they're just a safer load. I've never shot one of these with any type of jacketed bullet. Okay, so I'll tell you that right now. I've only used my cast bullets in these. Ooh, there we go, that clip worked. So a lot of you malfunctioning both in the carcanos and in these. Like you see a lot of my carcanos will get that last round will stand straight up. That comes from the clip being bent or worn. Now, would I buy one of these from Royal Tiger? I don't know. I know a couple guys have out there. There's several fellas that do buy a lot of stuff from Royal Tiger. And, you know, I haven't seen them shoot the guns. Of course, then again, a lot of people out there shooting these are not doing it right to begin with also. I mean, it's an enjoyable, fun little rifle to shoot. Once you kind of get used to the sights, and I'll show you, they're pretty... I can shoot pretty well with them at 50 yards. Of course, this is a 160 grain bullet, and it is not speeding out of the barrel. You know, I don't know if this is doing 1,200 feet per second or something like that. And then once you get to where the sights are and how to use them, which that does confuse some people, they're a pretty nice gun to shoot. Sit here all day. Plink away. More fun than a 22. Actually, this one, it's too bad they sanded the stock and painted it with paint and varnish and everything else. This smooth acting gun. Some of them can be temperamental. I had one that just, I don't know, didn't want to function 100%. But so far so good. One more left in there. Now this one, yeah, see this one act up a little. It's all on the clip. So let's go down and see how we did and wrap this up for today. Okay, we started with a couple sight-ins. Got one right in the bull there, and I said, alright, since we're going to burn some ammo, let's go to our clean target. And using a similar sight picture, you know, that thing about floating that carcano sight, you never quite, it isn't like using a scope but in terms of combat accuracy, that is pretty damn good shooting. Okay, 3 of them right there in the diamond, 4 touching the top and the inside. And as you see, the consistency of my reloads and that cast bullet is good. I mean, that's a perfect load, and I get great results in anything in 6.5, even these old clunkers like this, these conversions. That is okay, and I mean, it's fun, recoil is low, they're a lot of fun to shoot, and a gun that you should not pass up. You're gonna have to develop some reloading skills, you know, I'm gonna admit that, but they're a neat gun to fire, and as you see, I got through 3 magazines and no catastrophic failure, no broken parts, no explosions, nothing. You know, you can enjoy these old guns if you put a little bit of effort into it.